Think you need to spend a small fortune on statins to lower your cholesterol? Think again. Most people believe that eating cholesterol-rich foods directly raises their blood cholesterol levels. But here's what your doctor probably hasn't told you. Dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on your blood levels. The real culprit? Inflammation and oxidized LDL particles that damage your arteries. Today, we're unveiling 9 specific foods that act as natural alternatives to statins, without the side effects. These are more than just cholesterol-lowering foods. They actively repair arterial damage and transform how your body processes fats. The first group of cholesterol-fighting foods works through a fascinating mechanism that prompts your body to utilize its cholesterol stores. These fiber powerhouses don't just lower your numbers. They create a biological demand for cholesterol that your liver can't ignore. Number 1. Oats and barley. These grains contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. Here's how it works. When you eat oats or barley, the beta-glucan forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. This gel binds to bile acids, which are made from cholesterol in your liver. Your body then eliminates these bound bile acids instead of recycling them. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your liver needs bile acids to digest fats, so it's forced to pull cholesterol from your bloodstream to make new ones. Studies show that just 3 grams of beta-glucan daily can reduce LDL cholesterol by up to 10%. That's about 1 cup of cooked oatmeal, or 3/4 cup of cooked barley. This effect is recognized by health authorities like the FDA and the European Commission. But here's the key most people miss. Steel-cut oats contain more beta-glucan than instant varieties. Choose steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats for maximum cholesterol-lowering power. The processing that makes instant varieties oats cook faster actually breaks down these beneficial fibers. Number 2. Beans and legumes. These protein powerhouses deliver a double punch against cholesterol. They're loaded with soluble fiber, but they also contain plant sterols that block cholesterol absorption in your intestines. Here's what happens when you eat beans. The soluble fiber works the same way as oats, binding bile acids and forcing cholesterol conversion. Meanwhile, plant sterols compete with cholesterol for absorption sites in your digestive system. It's like having bouncers at a club. The sterols take up the spots where cholesterol would normally get absorbed. Chickpeas, black beans, lentils, and kidney beans are all excellent choices. Just half a cup daily can lower LDL cholesterol by 6 to 10%. The key is consistency. Your body needs this daily fiber intake to maintain the cholesterol-lowering effect. Now here's a preparation tip that maximizes their power. Soak dried beans overnight and cook them yourself instead of using canned varieties. The soaking process increases the bioavailability of the plant sterols. If you do use canned beans, rinse them thoroughly to reduce sodium content. Number 3. Apples and citrus fruits. These fruits contain pectin, another type of soluble fiber that creates a gel-like barrier in your digestive system. But pectin works differently than beta-glucan. Instead of just binding bile acids, it slows down the entire cholesterol absorption process. When you eat an apple or orange, the pectin forms a thick gel that coats your intestinal walls. This gel traps cholesterol-containing particles and prevents them from being absorbed into your bloodstream. The cholesterol gets eliminated instead of stored. Here's the fascinating part. The pectin in apples is most concentrated in the skin. That's why eating whole apples is more effective than drinking apple juice. Whereas in citrus fruits like oranges, the white pith under the peel, which is the porous layer between the peel and the fruit segments, contains the highest pectin concentrations. For maximum cholesterol-lowering effects, aim for 2 apples or 3 citrus fruits daily. But here's a timing tip that most people don't know. Eat these fruits about 30 minutes before your main meals. The pectin needs time to form that protective gel before you consume other foods. Now let's address something important. When you start increasing fiber intake this dramatically, your digestive system needs time to adjust. Begin with smaller portions and gradually increase over 2 weeks. This prevents bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort that can derail your efforts. Some people think they need expensive fiber supplements, when actually, whole foods work better. These natural sources provide not just fiber, but also antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that work synergistically to improve your overall cardiovascular health. The fiber powerhouses we just covered, work by creating a biological demand for cholesterol and blocking its absorption. But our next group of foods takes a completely different approach. They repair your arteries while lowering cholesterol by targeting the inflammation that makes LDL particles dangerous in the first place. Foods number 4, 5, and 6. The antioxidant warriors. Now let's talk about the foods that repair your arteries while lowering cholesterol. These antioxidant warriors don't just reduce numbers on a blood test. They target the root cause of heart disease, oxidized LDL particles that damage your arterial walls. Here's what most people don't understand about cholesterol. It's not just about how much LDL you have. It's about what happens to that LDL in your bloodstream. When LDL particles get oxidized by free radicals, they become small, dense, and sticky. These oxidized particles burrow into your arterial walls, triggering inflammation and plaque formation. The antioxidant warriors we're about to discuss prevent this oxidation process while actively repairing existing damage. Food. Number 4. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies contain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, that fundamentally change how your body processes cholesterol. But here's the mechanism most people miss. These omega-3s don't just lower total cholesterol. They increase the size of your HDL particles, making them more effective at removing cholesterol from your arteries. When you eat fatty fish twice a week, the EPA reduces inflammation in your arterial walls. This stops the oxidation process that makes LDL dangerous. Meanwhile, DHA increases HDL particle size and functionality. Larger HDL particles are like bigger trucks. They can carry more cholesterol waste away from your arteries. But here's where quality matters. Wild-caught fish contain higher omega-3 concentrations than farm-raised varieties. The reason is diet. Wild fish eat algae and smaller fish rich in omega-3s. Farm-raised fish often eat grain-based feeds that don't provide the same nutritional profile. If you're taking blood thinners or statin medications, talk to your healthcare provider before dramatically increasing fish consumption. Omega-3s can enhance the effects of blood-thinning medications. Number 5. Nuts and seeds. Number 5. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds provide monounsaturated fats plus vitamin E that prevent LDL oxidation. Here's the specific mechanism. Vitamin E acts like a bodyguard for your LDL particles. It neutralizes free radicals before they can oxidize the cholesterol. But nuts do something else remarkable. They improve the ratio of small, dense LDL particles to large, fluffy ones. Large LDL particles are less likely to penetrate arterial walls and cause damage to the heart. It's like the difference between marbles and beach balls trying to squeeze through a fence. Walnuts are particularly powerful because they contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that works similarly to fish oils. Just 1 ounce of walnuts daily can reduce LDL cholesterol by up to 9%. Here's the preparation key that preserves their cholesterol-fighting compounds. Buy raw walnuts and store them in the refrigerator or freezer. Heat and light break down the beneficial fats and vitamin E. Avoid roasted nuts processed with oils and salt, which can promote inflammation. Food number 6. Dark leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula, and Swiss chard contain lutein and nitrates that improve endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of your blood vessels. When it's healthy, it produces nitric oxide that keeps arteries flexible and prevents cholesterol from sticking to arterial walls. Here's how lutein works. This carotenoid antioxidant concentrates in your arterial walls, where it prevents LDL oxidation at the source. Studies show that people with higher lutein levels have significantly less arterial plaque buildup. Nitrates from leafy greens convert to nitric oxide in your body. This molecule acts like a natural blood thinner and vasodilator. It keeps blood flowing smoothly and prevents the turbulent flow that promotes cholesterol deposition. The key to maximizing these benefits is eating leafy greens with a small amount of healthy fat. The lutein is fat-soluble, so it needs fat for absorption. Add a drizzle of olive oil or a few nuts to your salad. Now here's something fascinating about these antioxidant warriors. They work synergistically. The omega-3s from fish enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from nuts. The nitrates from leafy greens improve blood flow, which helps deliver these nutrients throughout your cardiovascular system. Major studies from Harvard and the American Heart Association confirm these effects, but here's why you rarely hear about them from conventional medicine. There's no patent on salmon or spinach. The pharmaceutical industry can't profit from recommending whole foods. Our next 3 foods don't just prevent cholesterol problems. They reverse existing arterial plaque, something most people think is impossible without invasive procedures. These next 3 foods don't just prevent cholesterol problems or stop oxidation. They reverse existing arterial plaque, something most people think requires surgical intervention. These plaque reversers work by improving HDL functionality and actively removing cholesterol deposits from your arterial walls. Food number 7. Avocados. This fruit contains a unique combination of monounsaturated fats that fundamentally changes your HDL particle quality. But here's what makes avocados special. They don't just raise HDL numbers on your blood test. They make your HDL particles more effective at reverse cholesterol transport. Here's the mechanism. When you eat avocado regularly, the oleic acid increases the size and density of your HDL particles. These enhanced HDL particles become like specialized vacuum cleaners. They actively pull cholesterol out of arterial plaque and transport it back to your liver for disposal. Studies show that people who eat 1 avocado daily for 5 weeks see significant improvements in HDL particle quality. Here's a preparation tip that maximizes their plaque reversing power. Choose avocados that yield slightly to pressure but aren't mushy. The beneficial fats are most concentrated when the fruit is perfectly ripe. Add them to salads, smoothies, use them as a dip, or eat them plain with a pinch of sea salt. Food number 8. Extra virgin olive oil. This liquid gold contains polyphenols that prevent LDL oxidation while actively reducing arterial inflammation. But olive oil does something remarkable that most people don't know about. It helps existing plaque become more stable and less likely to rupture. Here's how it works. The polyphenols in olive oil, particularly oleocanthal, act like natural anti-inflammatory medication. They reduce the inflammation that makes arterial plaque unstable and prone to breaking off. When plaque ruptures, it can cause heart attacks and strokes. Olive oil helps prevent this dangerous process. Olive oil helps prevent this dangerous process. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil also improve the flexibility of your arterial walls. Flexible arteries are less likely to develop new plaque deposits and are better at accommodating blood flow changes. But quality is critical here. You need extra virgin olive oil that's cold-pressed and stored in dark glass bottles. The processing methods used for regular olive oil destroy most of the beneficial polyphenols. Look for harvest dates within the past 18 months and store your oil in a cool, dark place. Don't cook with olive oil at high temperatures. Heat breaks down the delicate polyphenols. Instead, drizzle it on cooked vegetables, use it in salad dressings, or take a tablespoon straight. Many Mediterranean cultures consume olive oil this way for cardiovascular health. Food number 9. Green tea. This ancient beverage contains catechins that inhibit cholesterol synthesis directly in your liver. But green tea's most powerful compound, EGCG, does something unprecedented. It helps break down existing cholesterol deposits in arterial walls. Here's the specific mechanism. EGCG activates enzymes that dissolve the fibrous cap that holds plaque together. As this cap weakens, your body's natural cleanup processes can remove the cholesterol deposits. It's like green tea helps your immune system recognize and eliminate arterial plaque. The catechins also prevent new cholesterol synthesis in your liver. They block HMG-CoA reductase, the same enzyme that statin medications target. But unlike statins, green tea doesn't cause muscle pain or liver problems. For maximum plaque reversing effects, you need 3 to 4 cups of green tea daily. Here's the brewing method that preserves the most catechins. Use water that's hot but not boiling, around 170 degrees. Steep for 3 to 5 minutes, then remove the tea bag or leaves. Don't add milk to your green tea. The proteins in milk bind to catechins and reduce their absorption. If you need a sweetener, use a small amount of honey, which enhances the absorption of beneficial compounds. Here's why you rarely hear about these plaque-reversing effects from conventional medicine. The pharmaceutical industry has invested billions in developing drugs that attempt to mimic what these foods do naturally. There's no profit in recommending avocados and green tea when expensive medications are available. But here's the truth that changes everything. These 9 foods work synergistically when combined properly. The plaque reversers actively remove existing deposits. Together, they create a comprehensive cholesterol management system that addresses every aspect of cardiovascular health. Next, the strategic implementation plan. Now that you know what foods to eat, here's how to put it all together into a strategic implementation plan that maximizes their cholesterol-killing effects. The key is gradual introduction and strategic timing to avoid digestive issues while creating maximum cardiovascular benefit. Week 1 to 2. Gradual introduction protocol. Your digestive system needs time to adjust to increased fiber intake. Start with 1 serving of oats or barley daily, plus 1 apple. Add half a cup of beans every other day. This prevents the bloating and gas that derail most people's efforts. During this adjustment period, introduce 1 serving of fatty fish and a handful of nuts. Your body needs to ramp up enzyme production to properly digest these beneficial fats. Too much too fast can cause digestive upset that makes you want to quit. Week 3 onward, full implementation. Now you can implement the complete daily framework. Here's your strategic meal structure that maximizes cholesterol-lowering effects. Morning. Start with steel-cut oats, topped with chopped nuts and berries. The beta-glucan begins binding bile acids immediately, while the nuts provide vitamin E protection for your LDL particles. Drink 1 cup of green tea 30 minutes after eating to activate the cholesterol synthesis inhibition. Mid-morning, eat 1 apple with the skin on. The pectin forms that protective gel we discussed, preparing your digestive system for lunch. This timing ensures maximum cholesterol blocking effects during your main meal. Lunch. Build your meal around beans or legumes. A large salad with chickpeas, dark leafy greens, and olive oil dressing hits multiple cholesterol-fighting mechanisms simultaneously. Afternoon. Have your 2nd cup of green tea and a small handful of almonds or walnuts. This maintains steady catechin levels while providing additional vitamin E protection. Dinner. Include fatty fish twice weekly or on non-fish days. Add half an avocado to your meal. The omega-3s, or monounsaturated fats, work overnight to improve particle size and reduce inflammation. Always include more dark leafy greens to maximize nitrate absorption. Evening. Your 3rd cup of green tea, but stop at least 4 hours before bedtime to avoid sleep disruption. Here's your grocery shopping strategy that makes this affordable and sustainable. Buy oats and barley in bulk from warehouse stores. These keep for months when stored properly and cost significantly less. For beans, dried varieties cost about 70% less than canned and contain higher concentrations of plant sterols. Soak large batches on weekends and freeze portions for easy weekday meals. Choose seasonal fruits for maximum pectin content and affordability. Apples store well and maintain their fiber content for weeks. Buy citrus fruits when they're in season and freeze for year-round use. For nuts, buy raw varieties in bulk and store them in the freezer to preserve beneficial fats. This prevents rancidity and maintains vitamin E potency. When selecting olive oil, look for harvest dates and choose dark glass bottles. A high-quality extra virgin olive oil might cost more up front, but the benefits outweigh the cost. For fish, frozen wild-caught varieties often cost less than fresh and retain their omega-3 content. Canned sardines and anchovies are extremely affordable and have some of the highest omega-3 concentrations. For green tea, buy loose-leaf varieties for better catechin concentrations. You can brew the same leaves 2 to 3 times while maintaining beneficial compound levels. Here's what to expect and when. Most people see improvements in energy and digestion within the first week as inflammation decreases. Cholesterol numbers typically improve within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent implementation. Track your progress with quarterly blood tests, but also notice improvements in energy, sleep quality, and overall well-being. Some people have genetic polymorphisms that affect cholesterol metabolism. If you're not seeing expected results after 8 weeks, consider working with a healthcare provider who understands nutritional approaches to cardiovascular health. Remember, these foods work synergistically. The fiber powerhouses, antioxidant warriors, and plaque reversers create a comprehensive system that addresses every aspect of cholesterol management naturally. So that's your complete arsenal. 9 foods that work synergistically to lower cholesterol, prevent oxidation, and reverse arterial plaque. These natural compounds target the same pathways as expensive medications, but they repair your cardiovascular system instead of just masking symptoms. Here's your challenge. Implement 3 of these foods this week and share your results in the comments. Write in the comments which ones are you starting with. If you gained insight from this video, subscribe to Health Equals Wellness for more evidence-based strategies that transform your health naturally.